We want to turn to Michael McFaul. He served as U.S. ambassador to Russia during the Obama administration. And retired Navy Admiral James Stavridis, the former Supreme Allied Commander of NATO, now an NBC News analyst. Gentlemen, good morning. I wish it were under better circumstances. I'll start with you, Admiral Stavridis. Militarily, as an opening salvo, I heard you earlier call this shock and awe. What about this? What does it tell you about Putin's ultimate ambition here?
I don't think we have to guess about his ultimate ambition, Savannah. As you heard from Kira a moment ago, he gave a speech on national Russian television and said he is going to change the regime. He is going to go full bore. I think we're looking at an extensive campaign here. The front edge of it is exactly what you would see Military War College 101. Start with assaults that take out the air defense, take out the command and control, back it up with a cyber attack, move your shock troops forward, your tank columns. All that's in place. It's been building for months. There's really no mystery here. I think he's going to go full bore, get to Kyiv, try and capture Zelensky. We've got to protect Zelensky, figure out a way for him to have a government in exile, arm a Ukrainian resistance. We've got a lot of work ahead of us.
Let me turn to you, Ambassador McFaul. There have been threats of severe sanctions. Is today the day that the U.S. needs to drop the hammer? In other words, the entire load, throw everything we've got at Vladimir Putin?
Absolutely, Savannah. There's no day like today. There's no saving sanctions for some bigger intervention or some bigger invasion. It's happening right now. And so I hope that President Biden will lead the free world in doing the most comprehensive sanctions that they can do. And I want to be clear about this. I don't have no illusions that that's going to change Putin's calculus. It's not. It doesn't matter if we sanctions the oligarchs or the people close to him. He's still going to move forward. But over time, hopefully those sanctions will incur some cost within Russian elite and within Russian society. And sometimes you just have to do the right thing, Savannah. It's this whole cost-benefit analysis of sanctions. Are they working or are they not? This is an atrociously evil, awful thing that Vladimir Putin did last night. It demands a major response.
And just put that into perspective. I would like both of you on this, actually. I'll start with you, Admiral Stavridis. What we saw, we haven't seen very much in the last 80 years. You have a country rolling over into another sovereign nation. What does it mean strategically if Russia takes Ukraine? What does it mean for Europe? What does it mean for us?
For us, it would mean that the NATO alliance has seen yet again a third time Vladimir Putin cross a border in anger. Did it in Georgia 2008, did it in Ukraine 2014. He's doing it again in Ukraine now, looking to go the full package. And Savannah, that matters to us because Ukraine is a big, strategically important country. It has stood with us in military operations. I've commanded Ukrainian troops in combat in Afghanistan. And above all, it's a democracy. This is a country that deserves our support. They are not in NATO. And I'll conclude by saying, you know, if you're a European, it's a pretty good morning in Europe to be inside the NATO alliance. That is the safe zone. Great danger ahead for Ukraine.
And last moment with you, Ambassador McFaul. I mean, it is wishful thinking, isn't it, to think that this ends with Ukraine in terms of Vladimir Putin and his ultimate ambitions?
It's hard to say. I would just remind everybody that wars start when leaders think they're going to be small, little independent, small things are going to be done in a few weeks. And we know from history that wars can go on a lot longer than leaders promise, and then they can expand. And, in my opinion, this is equivalent to September 1st, 1939, the beginning of World War II. It doesn't mean it's going to blow up to be a world war, but this is the largest conventional war in Europe since 1939, and that has consequences not just for Europe, not just for Ukraine, but for the future of international stability writ large.
It is a grim morning indeed. Ambassador Michael McFaul, Admiral James Stavridis, thank you for your time, and we'll be checking in with you often. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.